Hello and welcome. Kevin Frazier filling in for Ernie Johnson tonight. His mother, Lois Johnson, passed away earlier this week. She was 94 years old. Of course, our thoughts and prayers go to our friend and the rock of this company, Ernie Johnson, his wife, Cheryl Ann, and their family. Lois's grandchildren, Eric, Maggie, and Carmen, remember the woman they called Lolo. Ernie, of course, your brother, not just your friend, but really your brother. And Chuck, your thoughts about his mother, Lois?
Well, not just his mom and dad. I've said this before, and I'm just saying it right now. Two of the greatest things that happened to me at Turner was Ernie's mom and dad and Kenny's mom and dad. You know, Shaq got a great mom who's like one of the most important people in my life, but I was raised by a mother and grandmother. But to see a mom and a dad who were great parents, it was amazing and special to see it. I didn't grow up around a lot of that, but when I got to see Ernie's mom and dad and Kenny's mom and dad be like, wow, that's what a mom and dad should be. Mm-hmm. It's always been, and I've told Kenny that before, and I've told Ernie that before. You know, I've been here for 23 years, so they both been, Kenny's mom passed away a few years ago, but to see what it's like to be like a wonderful, people who were married for like 50 years.
Yeah.
Like they didn't get married, divorced, and whatever. They were married for like 50 years. And it was really special to be part of those four people's lives. And Kenny's dad is the only one who's left. But I treasure watching Ernie with his mom and dad. I treasure seeing Kenny with his mom and dad when they were alive. So even though it's a sad day for Ernie and his family and all Turner family, I treasure like, that's what a mom and dad should be. And same thing with Kenny's mom and dad.
Well, that's the greatest compliment I've probably ever gotten, probably just hearing that. But on the air, I've heard it before, but on the air, that's even better. I know my dad, well, he's watching right now. He watches every game. My dad's 87 going on 67, so he's probably going to be telling us, he says, well, why didn't you say my name, Chuck? That's right. But I think overall, you know, the one great thing about being somewhere so long is that you build brotherhoods with Ernie, Charles, Shaq, myself. We build a brotherhood. But one of the most unfortunate things is in that brotherhood, you get to be part of things like this. And, you know, you think about it. Charles said he's been here 23 years. I've been here longer. I've been 25. Yeah. So when I started, Ernie's mom was probably only like 71 years old, you know? And so he talks about her on a frequent basis. It wasn't like our families are secret. We know each other's families. We know what they're doing. We know what they're thinking about. But then, so that's the hard part. But then the other part is, you know, I can remember when my mom passed, it's like, I could lean on these guys. Yeah. So it's a tricky situation. It's happy, then it becomes sad, and then it becomes happy again, or comforting. So that's what the circle of life is all about. When you can have people that you can be around. Ernie knows when he comes back, he leans on us, and he can be here for him. We're gonna be here for him. His family's a great family. They're like our family. I've watched his son grow up and have children and wife. And it's an unbelievable scenario that we've created here that's bigger than basketball, bigger than this show, and bigger than any network. And just like you always celebrate your mom here, you will continue to celebrate her. Without question. Mom. Shaq, you had a chance to meet Lois.
Yes, I met her a couple of times, once or twice. First off, my condolences to Ernie and his family. I know it's a tough moment. But 90 years old, 94 years old, she lived a great life. And she raised a great son. Ernie is the finest gentleman I've ever met in my life. And I'm honored to be sitting here by him. You know, we joke with our 1989 thing, but when I was in high school, to have somebody famous come interview me, and now I'm sitting by him. And, you know, Ernie is a focused individual. He was a tough individual, because I know something happened with his mom the other night, and we kind of wanted him to tell him to, you know, go home and go take care of your mom, but he's gets his papers, he's working, he's focused. So again, Ernie Johnson is one of the finest men I've ever met in my life, and my heart hurts for him. Kenny mentioned it. We do have a brotherhood. He know he can lean on us, but I know he's hurting. You know, I was here when Kenny's mom passed away, when Charles' mom passed away, and it will happen to all of us one day. And again, my condolences goes out to his family, but she lived a great life. 94 years old was a great life, and she raised a fine young man. Like, I met his whole family. They were just so nice to me. They're gracious people. So she did her job to perfection. So rest in peace.
Yeah, you know, Ernie is a legend in the broadcasting field. When you look at what Ernie does, and I you know, try to emulate what he does, he's a legend, and you have to know that it's because he comes from a family that can give him the support and the love, and like his mother.